Boom, 5 things that actually matter before buying a property in Abuja. That is what we're going to be discussing this particular minute or time in this video. We're going to be looking at 5 things that actually matter before buying a property in Abuja, whether a land or a house. And we have realized over time that most people actually overthink the wrong things, right? They overanalyze the wrong things. And so today, I'm just going to be showing you 5 things that really, truly, truly matter. And the goal of this video is the whole point of this video is for you to point you to the right direction. What are the proper things you should be looking out for, right? So that you don't fall into analysis paralysis. I want to be sure. Oh, beautiful. I think my sound is clear. If you're watching live, please type hashtag live in the comment section. I like to know that you're watching live. You're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comment section as we dive right in. Like I said, the goal of this video is to show you 5 things that actually matter before buying a property in Abuja. Most people overthink the wrong things, right? They overthink the wrong things. And the goal today is to help you not to fall into what is called analysis paralysis, right? Because most times you overthink the wrong things, and after a period of time, you just keep going on and on and on in your head. And I know that we don't want to make the wrong buying decision, especially for most first-time buyers. But again, that is why you have us, right? So we can point you to the right direction. If I had an alternative title for this video, I would have said it, how to know a property is worth buying within a short period of time, like between when you hold the opportunity and maybe the next 1 hour. How do you know if your property is worth buying, right? That would have been an alternative title for this, right? Now, this video is for you if you want to buy a property at the stage where your money can grow the most, meaning you can get the most returns for your money, right? It is for you. Then this video is for you. It's not for you. You should skip this video if you're comfortable buying after the area is already developed, is fully developed, and the biggest appreciation in that area has already happened. And I know that some people don't mind, right? And that's okay. This video is really not for you. It won't benefit you that much, but it will benefit you if you want to buy at the stage where your money can grow the most. And if that is you, then let us dive right in. Now, I've also realized that most people lose money because they wait too long trying to make a perfect decision. They're trying to make up their minds, and keep going on and on. They want the road to be fully tarred. They want, every building to be built, or at least the first 5 people have moved in. They want the prices to stop increasing, or they just want the docs to all line up first, before they make a buying decision. And the simple truth is that usually, when everything finally lines up like that, when the roads are tarred, when the area is booming, is developed, the opportunity to get that maximum returns on investment is gone, right? Because the maximum returns on investment usually happens when the place is not that loud, right? That's usually when the maximum, because you buy at ridiculously very affordable rates at that point. And once all the docs line up, right? That opportunity to make that maximum return. Again, like I said earlier, if you don't mind buying when the place is already, the opportunity for that maximum return is gone, then it's okay, right? And today, I want to just show you a few things that actually matter before buying a property. Sincerely, truly, 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 what many people think are the things that matter, they don't really matter as much as you think it does, right? And that is partly why we are making, this video today, to actually just guide you properly, so that you don't miss out or be among those that said, "Oh, I knew when this was this and this price was that," and of course, I didn't think it would be a good deal, so I passed it. I let it slide, right? So we don't want you to be in that category, and that's why you need to watch this video till the very end. I'm also going to add here, however, that please, in buying a property, especially in a place like Abuja, please don't allow anybody pressure you into buying something you don't understand and into buying something that you've not done your due diligence on. No matter how good an opportunity, right? And I've seen this happen in Abuja over and over again, where a lot, not just in Abuja, in almost everywhere in the country, right? Where a lot of people, are cajoled into buying into something or paying for something or making an advance payment for something, all in the name of distress sale or urgent opportunity, etc. Right? And this video is not telling you not to do your due diligence, and it's not a way of telling you to just jump into things that you don't understand, right? So now that we've gotten that out of the way, what are the 5 things that actually matter before buying a property in Abuja, land or house? All right. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let us dive right in. Number 1 is the title documentation. That is the first thing, right? Even before the place has a road, or even before you can see all those electric poles and all those things you want to see, what is the title on the land or on the house, right? What is the title? Is the land legally secure? Because that is actually what protects your money. Your money is protected when the title is secure. All right. That is the first thing. So in a place like Abuja, a few things you should look into. First, is it an FCDA allocation? Right. And this is what I suggest and advise. First, is it a Federal Capital Development Authority allocation? So is the federal government, is it in line with the Abuja master plan, right? Is the federal government, is it a federal government backed land, right? So you're going to be looking for things like FCDA R of O, FCDA C of O, things like that. That is like the first thing you should look out for. You're also going to be looking out for or verifying if it's registered properly and if there's a clear ownership trail, right? From the first person the allocation was given to the next person that bought from him, up until the person you're buying from. What is the documentation trail? Is it clear? Right? Because if the documentation is solid, you've already solved like the biggest risk in real estate, right? Every other thing can come later. Every other thing can come as you go. But that is the number one most important thing you should look out for. Is the documentation right? Is it legally, you know, secure? And you can actually know this better when you involve a property lawyer. And I usually recommend that when you're buying a property, especially in a place like Abuja, whether you're buying into an estate or you're buying an individual land, it is important that, aside from, of course, the realtor that will help you and guide you through where to buy, where not to buy, you also need a property lawyer. The property lawyer kind of does read in between the lines, right, and gets you and does the proper due diligence on the title. Because once the title is solid, one of the biggest risk or the biggest risk is gone already, right? Every other thing can just go on from there. And if the title is bad from the get-go, every other promise is rubbish, because at the end of the day, you may lose the entire thing because you actually did not even own it. All right. So that is number one. The second thing you should look out for that actually truly matter is the location trajectory. Location trajectory, not the current appearance, but what is the trajectory of growth in this environment? All right, you should look out for that as well. One of the biggest mistakes people make is judging a location based on how it looks now. All right, that is one of the biggest mistakes, and that's what leads to a lot of had I known. I wish I knew when this place. I was driving around Gariki one day, and we drove into Gudu, and the man I was with told me that he knew when all we drove past a road right in Gariki into Gudu, and he said he knew when all this road was a bush, right? I mean, between 1992, 1993, then he had just come into Abuja. So, and I'm like, and I looked at him like, wow, okay. So you don't want to be that kind of person, right? So if you have the means and you see a location, one of the worst things you will do is judge it by its present appearance. Okay. I know that from today, here are some questions you're going to be asking. If you see a location, here are a few questions you should ask. Number one, where is this in the Abuja development plan? Right? What phase or what stage? There are 5 phases so far in the Abuja master plan. So ask, where is this place in the Abuja master plan? Right? Where is the government heading to in this area? Is the government even coming around here? Are there roads coming up around here? Right? Is the government FCDA, if is FCDA expanding infrastructure within this environment? Ask questions, read the news. I mean, it's whenever the FCT minister is awarding a contract in an area, it's on the news. It's always on the news, right? So look at the news, ask questions. What is happening in this area? Even though it looks like this now, it looks like there's nothing really happening right now. What is the future of this place? What is the location trajectory? Right? That is what I mean by this point number 2. Example, in the last year, between last year and now, the phase 5 of the Abuja development plan has been experiencing some infrastructural upgrade. They've been doing the roads. In fact, yesterday I took a client to Idu and we passed Airport Road, right? From Airport Road to Idu, there's this road in Kiami that we passed all the way to Idu. And we just realized there's a lot of road construction within that place. It is not clear when you get to that part of Idu, but when you from the Airport Road Express veer off into Kiami, heading towards that Idu, you will see good tarred road expansion leading all the way to the Idu, to Idu, all the way from Airport Road straight to Idu, right? So right now, that part of Idu is not experiencing a lot of infrastructural development, but just think about the next 1-2 years when that road now crosses and now goes down to Idu. Imagine the cost, the way the prices of land in that area will just be rising, right? Another example is the Apo Karishi Road. So Apo through Wasa to Karishi, the minister recently re-awarded the road to another contractor, and currently the road infrastructural development on that place is speedy and is fast, right? So instead of judging a location by its current look, study the infrastructural growth of the environment. Then you can now invest there. Real estate rewards for sight, right? It rewards people that can see. Okay, so that is number 2 thing you should look out for. Number 3 is price versus future potential, right? Price. When you compare the price right now and the future of that place. So the biggest profit in real estate is made when you buy before every other person sees the value there, right? That's when the biggest profit happens. You buy before every other person realizes that this place is worth it. All right. If the area is fully built and developed, usually it has reached its peak. normally. I mean, you can still buy and sell off for a bit of a margin, but when a place is developed, like there's a lot of development, the best appreciation in that area is gone. All right. I mean, you can still make money, but the best appreciation, like when you make sometimes 500x or even 1000x, the price you bought the place is gone, right? And again, another example is Apple Wasa Road right now, the Idu Kiami Road along Airport Road, all those areas are experiencing a lot of infrastructural growth and development. So those are places that you want to be looking at today. And those are the things you should be looking at. So instead of asking the question, is this place a perfect buy? Be asking the question, like, what will this place become in the next 3 to 5 years? All right. That is what you should be looking at, right? So if you're enjoying these videos so far, please put a thumbs up or like and comment. If you have any questions around all the things I've just said, please just put in the comments. I would like to, you know, I would like to know or answer your questions as well as we dive into point number 4. What is the fourth thing you should look out for that actually matters? Is the credibility of the person behind the land or the project. If it's an estate, who is behind it? If it's a land you're buying, who is the person that is selling to you? Right? It's very important. You need to know the reputation of the person. Does he even have a reputation to um to guide or protect, right? You can check online for reviews. A lot of them have some bad reviews online. You can just go and check or ask around, right? You can ask other people, realtors, other people that have probably, you know, patronized him, right? Or her, right? Who is this person? Like, what kind of person is? Because the integrity of the person behind the project matters as well. Okay, you need to just ask questions, inquire, ask for the past works um, he did, right? Because the credibility of the person that is behind the project drastically reduces your risk. All right, that is important as well. So number 4, ask for the integrity of the person behind the project. And then number 5, right? Number 5 is the investment timeline. What is the time frame for the investment? Now, real estate, it rewards patience. It rewards those that buy and are patient enough to see the place appreciate. A lot of people buy land and want it to behave like, you know, crypto of forex that can rise now and fall later, right? Land is not magic. Okay, it's not magic. You don't buy land now and expect magic the next day. You buy it and you wait, right? It works if you have um, patience, a lot of it, a lot of patience, right? Because a property appreciates in time, especially in a place like Abuja. Abuja has recorded a constant growth of real estate, steady and constant. I mean, between 20 to 30% of growth in 3 to 6 months every year. Okay, and it has been like that steady. However, sometimes it could take a little longer. Sometimes it could take up to 5 years, right, for a road to cross a place. So your ability to be patient enough to wait, right, can also help you. And that's another thing you should um look out for or ask before investing in a project. All right. And the brutal truth is that most times a lot of people, come late because they overthink these things. They look at the wrong things. They ask the wrong questions. They ask questions like, oh, is there electricity there now? Is the road tied up until my land? They ask questions like, oh, if I can I buy now and sell like in a month? I mean, no, this is not crypto or of forex, it is land, it's real estate. It takes time. It takes a little time, right? And to win in real estate, even as I wrap up, here are three things you should look out for. The first is to verify. You have to verify the fundamentals, to verify the title of the land, verify who is behind the land or the house or the estate, and also verify the place, the location, ensure that the place is where they say it is. Number two, understand the trajectory, the growth trajectory of that area. All right. Number three, make a decision on time. All right. Make a decision on time, because every week you slow down or delay, the price of that property is appreciating. For every week or every month you slow down or delay, the value of the price of that place is getting more and more expensive. So there you have it. These are the five things you should that actually matter, right? And these things will also help you not to overthink buying a property or buying a land or a house, okay, in Abuja, in Nigeria, or anywhere it is at all you are buying. So if you're serious about owning a property in Abuja and you've been stuck you've been overthinking it, I need you to send us a WhatsApp message or the or call us right now, and then we'll show you these three things. First, we'll show you a property or properties with secure documents, right? We'll show you locations that have real growth appreciation, and then we'll show you the opportunity to buy a property or a number of properties before it even hits the market or before the price increases. All right. So you want us to help you make a buying decision right now. You need to call or WhatsApp the numbers right now so that we can help you do that. If you have any questions or concerns or anything you would like me to answer, you can just leave it in the comments and I will find time to answer it. But again, we look forward to hearing from you. Um, until then, enjoy a great day and bye for now.